From the Middle is a founding member of Odd Pods Media. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to episode number 304 of From the Middle. We are three middle class guys living in the middle of America in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle. What do trimming eyebrows, baseball games, Y2K, killing flies, Christian music battles, and random Netflix documentaries have in common? Absolutely nothing. But we will talk about all of them in this episode, and we had a bunch of fun doing it. Check it out.
Oh, for the love.
Sorry, just clearing my Mountain Dew hole.
I got my phone hole cleaned today.
That's where you keep it? You're so cerebral, and you're so developed and evolved.
Anyway, as I was just telling Dylan, I'm happily married.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not what you were saying before we hit record.
That's
It's really weird when my podcast co-hosts start flirting with each other. I don't know what to do.
It all stems from Kendall trying some different EQs, and I just told him he sounded very manly and handsome on all the different options.
and Dylan clearly got a fresh haircut, so that's
true.
Part of the equation as well.
Maybe it's because I knew we'd be talking to each other today.
Did you get your eyebrows did too? Look at that.
Does it look like it?
I don't know. They look nice.
I don't know. Sometimes, are you ever like super aware of an older gentleman who doesn't have his eyebrows like trimmed at all? And you just think, I don't know if I want to go that far. And so if I remember when I go get my hair cut, I'm like, hey, and I probably feign ignorance a little bit because it feels weird just straight up saying, trim these things. So it's like, hey, do you guys remind me? Do you guys trim eyebrows? Is that a thing you do? And they're always like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, cool. Let's do that if you can do that.
Yeah. This is one great thing about having a relationship with a singular barber. Mm-hmm. And because I have never once asked Ray to like fix the hairline or fix an eyebrow or fix nose. If it wasn't for that, I would be the old guy with like crazy eyebrows because I just would never do it. Mm. But like he'll be just like doing the beard and stuff, and then every once in a while, sometimes I'm just like,
yeah, on
the eyebrows. Every once in a while he's doing the mustache, he'll just keep going up into the nose and clean that up. Not every time, just apparently whenever he sees something, he does it and he just takes care of it. Yeah. And that's. Get to know a barber. That's my thing. Forget about the Great Clips coupons unless your barber is at Great Clips. But the problem with a place like Great Clips is they don't hang on to the same people for more than 2 months.
No. And I feel like every time I go there, I get often get somebody new. I won't say always. There's one guy that I like that I've had repeat a few times. But I feel like if I ask him, oh, have you worked here for a while? And I'm always asking because I feel like I've never seen him. They have to be lying. I feel like they're like, oh, yeah, I've been here a year and a half. And I'm thinking, I've literally never seen you before. And I generally scan. You're sitting there waiting anyways. You kind of get a sense of who's running around. I don't know if they train them to be like, pretend like you've done this for a while, like act like you should be here and you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But I rarely feel like I recognize people.
So the story is, unless you have like an awesome spot like Corey does, but I feel like that's a spot too where people might stick around for a while. However, and I know I've told this before, but my advice to you, Dylan, and to anybody out there, no matter where it is you start, whether it's Great Clips or someplace else, ask your wife to like, hey, when I get a really good one, tell me. And then Ray was that one. She was like, this is the best one you've ever had. And that was at Noble Baron Barbershop in New Albany. And then every time I went back, if Ray wasn't there, I turned around and left. And then if Ray was there, I waited for Ray. And then he moved on to another place and I followed him to that other place. And then he went to another place and I followed him to that place. And then now he's cutting out of his own place and I'm there with him. So I followed the barber, not the spot. But I needed a spot to find a barber. if that makes sense.
There's
So
there's this recurring theme on the podcast where you're eternally more thoughtful than me. And this is just case in point. This is why all your EQ tests before sounded good, because I just inherently trust your voice.
that
So you're going to be thoughtful about things.
And robots don't have hair, so that's not something that you should be expected to be thoughtful about.
I mean, I don't have a lot of hair, as people can tell. I don't need a barber anymore, but I do like the guy, and he does keep the eyebrows and nose hairs in check for me. And I would never be able to make a beard look this good.
Yeah.
So
I like the thought, and shout out to Ray the barber, by the way. He cut me up a few times, did a great job. I like the thought that Ray occasionally, when it's necessary and without asking or mentioning it or having a conversation, just goes, I'm just going to keep going past the mustache area into the nostril because this guy's nose hairs are getting a little unruly. And it's like, you know that he did it. He knows that he did it. We don't need to talk about it.
nobody needs to talk about it. Yeah.
You just trust that if it needed done, it got done.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I had a on my left eyebrow, I had one that was like no less than twice as long as all the others and was like curling up. And Sherry
Like
tried
a singular hair.
just one.
Okay.
And Sherry tried to pluck it. And then another tried to use the like trimming scissors, and I was like, leave it. I like him. I'm gonna come up with a name for him. And it was just like my one little old guy crazy eyebrow curl. I liked it a lot. It's gone now. I can't be in a business.
What happened to it, Corey?
Well, I would try to like tame him and make him go in line with the others, and then I eventually just was like, this is getting wild.
Weird. The word you're looking for is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. That's
He goes on a trip to Jamaica and comes back with beads on his one hair.
Like all good white people do.
Yeah.
Cultural appropriation can be fun.
It is very appropriate. Yeah.
So it's worth mentioning that I am in a different location. I'm in a hotel in New York City, and I feel like I subjected listeners to a long bunch of stories in around May timeframe about me leaving my corporate job, and I realized I never circled back with the outcome on a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so it's worth maybe just taking 2 minutes and saying, I've been freelancing since June, and the very same team that I left decided that it was worth bringing me back as a contractor. And so this week marks my very first gig back with the team that I left.
Wow.
At the end of May, I'm getting to work with one of my favorite guys on the team. And so I'm right back to the same old office in New York, working with my same old team.
Hoping that this guy doesn't listen to the podcast because you just called him at best second place. Golly.
And, I think it's worth, like, God has been very gracious in this season where there could be a lot of uncertainty and wondering if we made the right call to not uproot our family and move to Chicago. And this is just a cool, and I'm working with other companies as well, but it's cool that Amazon decided to bring me back and that I get to just basically take all my old work back. So it took all summer for me to get approved as a contractor. It's just a kind of a lengthy, tedious process, but we got there. And so, yeah, this is my first gig back with my old team. So it feels really
beautiful.
It feels really fun. And I just thought it was worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Since people had to listen to me whine about all of that silly return to office stuff that I didn't feel like participating in.
Yeah. And now you get to like hang out with your New York friends again and go to your New York spots.
We did actually go to a few of the spots. It was Can I just say, I heard a really funny thing from someone who's been here for 11 or 12 years. I heard that to be considered a New Yorker, you have to have lived in New York City for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And then she said, people who have lived here for around 5 years will try to tell you that it's only 5 because they want to be labeled as New Yorkers. But she's like, no matter what they say, it's 10. And I said, that's interesting. And then she said, there's another funny little checklist people have to do. Some say it replaces the first rule. Some say it's in addition to the first rule. She said three things. You have to have cried on a subway.
Okay.
You have to have responded nonchalantly to seeing a rat.
Okay.
And you have to have seen Alec Baldwin in the street. And I was like, that is hilarious. And I'm recording the podcast tonight and I'm going to mention that.
I love it.
That's awesome.
She said it so matter of factly, like there are shirts and people that understand that those are the three tick boxes.
It's great. How long has she been in New York?
11 or 12 years. Yeah.
11 or 12 years. Okay. So not 15.
Not 15. Exactly.
I know
you
the
need to find a 15-year and see what they say about
the 20-year people are going, call me when you hit 15.
Yeah, she's not the 10-year people are going to tell you that it's 10 years.
Yeah. What's so nice about that is it's so aspirational. Where in the Midwest, you belong here right away because we're all on the struggle bus. We're all on the struggle bus together, you know? It's like you're here, we embrace you. You're the Midwest now. So welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
We will try to make you Midwest so fast.
So fast. How do you feel about Skyline Chili? Don't know what that is? Get in the car.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Bring the kids. Like, it's fine.
Let's go.
Yeah. Other than being very self-aware of my eyebrows now, speaking of cultural appropriation, I wanted to bring up a Taco Bell thing since we live in the Midwest.
Shocking.
Did you guys know that today, this feels very on brand for likely who our target listener is. Taco Bell today brought back their Y2K menu, and there might be some listeners going, "What's Y2K?" And you can Google it. But for those of us that remember Y2K and the instant reference, did you guys hear what's on the Y2K menu and what's been temporarily brought back? Are you aware of this?
No, I have not heard. And I'm going to wake up my whole family right now if you say what I'm hoping you're about to say.
Let's get into it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There's 5 items that they brought back.
Come on.
Temporarily. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. If you're on the YouTubes, I'm literally bringing up the Taco Bell.
I don't even want to see it. I just want to see one at a time.
Taco Bell newsroom. Don't look at the screen.
Okay.
Shield your eyes. Shield your eyes.
I'm not looking.
Okay. Shield your eyes. So I am at the Taco Bell newsroom, tacobell.com/newsroom.
Yeah.
And Taco Bell rewinds the 2000s with decades Y2K menu featuring iconic fan favorites and exclusive merch. And there's a party with Little John. Nobody cares about that. So here's the 5 items that have been temporarily brought back. They say all under $3, but they're basically all $3. So number 1, Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos.
Oh, that's a very good one. Not the one, but yes, absolutely.
Great start. Great start.
That is the best. Listen, there's 2 kinds of people in this world: people who say Cool Ranch Doritos are their favorite, and then people who try to pretend that nacho cheese is better. But every time they buy it, they feel regret. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2, I was particularly excited and experienced enthusiastic joy and frustration all at the same time. Double-decker taco.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay.
Double-decker taco. Here's why I'm frustrated.
Big fan.
Taco Bell literally has the ingredients 365 days a year to make this item, and they choose to make it a select featured promotional item and then take it away. This isn't a net new ingredient that they have to ship into stores for a limited time. Literally, all the ingredients exist in every single store 365 days a year, but they make it limited time. So I'm going to have to go back and order some double-decker tacos.
It's kind of like the chili cheese burrito. If you know, you know. It just depends on who you ask whether or not they'll make you one. Yeah.
Number 3, the 7-layer burrito is back. A long-standing staple for the vegetarian community. People that are excited about that. Also true, all of these things exist year-round. Nothing new in the 7-layer burrito.
Well,
yeah. Number 4, the chili cheese burrito is back since you referenced it.
Oh, wow.
And he literally just said, if you know, you know. And the caption right after is, if you know, you know.
You know.
I'm not looking, I promise.
And some stores apparently have kept the chili cheese burrito around. Some of them.
Yes.
So some people know to ask for it. Some places legitimately didn't have the chili cheese, and you couldn't order them. That is a
Oh,
unique item just for that.
interesting.
The
Okay.
chili cheese mix is unique. You can't get that most of the time. And the
Good to know.
last one is the caramel apple empanada. And somebody asked me, "What is a caramel apple empanada?" Ask
What
me.
is the caramel
What is a
empanada?
caramel apple empanada?
It's a crispy golden pastry pocket filled with chunks of warm apples and a creamy caramel sauce. Do you know how I know that? Because I was there when it came out and I literally memorized the little card on the register that's like, what if a customer asks you what a caramel apple empanada is? And I literally learned it verbatim and I could say it again, no problem. So that's what you have. You've got the Y2K menu, the Cool Ranch Doritos, Locos Tacos, Double Decker Tacos, 7-layer burrito, chili cheese burrito, caramel apple empanada. If you could keep, let's say two, if you could keep any two of these permanently, what would it be?
Cool Ranch Doritos, absolutely.
Mhm.
And I would have a hard time picking a second one, but I would probably say the chili cheese burrito.
Yeah. Give it to everybody
One,
year round.
one and
Yeah.
two.
1 and 2 for me. Cool Ranch and Double Decker Taco for sure. Literally just add the button back on the register for Double Decker Taco because you know they have the ingredients. But the nacho cheese Doritos Locos Taco is so good. I'm excited to try the Cool Ranch again. So there you go.
Yeah.
I thought you could order the double decker anyway this whole time.
I think it's come and gone. So it hasn't been like since 2000, and it's back several times a year, I think it seems.
Okay.
It's come back a few times. I think about a year ago, it was the most recent time it was back for a limited time because
Okay.
I think I went to Taco Bell in that 3 weeks about 6 times and ordered double.
Yeah.
You can,
Because I know that I've had it.
yeah. And if you're not in the mobile app and you happen to really like Taco Bell, you're missing out because you can totally customize a bunch of stuff and make things that you want. You could make a double decker taco and it wouldn't be hard, but to be able to just officially go and say, I want this is pretty nice. So there you go. I thought it would be fun. A little Y2K flashback. This time, no collapse of human civilization. Just great, delicious Taco Bell items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
it's fun. So that's what's up with me. What's going on with you, Kendall?
I haven't had time to do anything with my family ever since the Taco Bell menu updated.
Yeah. You've been busy otherwise. Yep.
Yeah. No, so we're sitting on Friday night and looking ahead to our weekend. And we were thinking about we have one more Sunday. We had one more Sunday like off from like church related responsibilities and things like start gearing up now. And Amy suggested that we go to a Detroit Tigers game, knowing that Isaac and I are collecting baseball stadiums. And oddly enough, Comerica Park, the new ball stadium, well, it's not new anymore. And Detroit is one that has not been checked off yet. And so we decided to do that. And so we had soccer game for Joel on Saturday morning, which was immediately followed by, or I don't remember, maybe they were simultaneous. It's all running together in my head now. A baseball game followed by a baseball game with Isaac. And then right after that, we headed up to Motor City and stayed at a hotel and went to a game on early Sunday afternoon, and then drove back, which was fun. It was very exhausting on that schedule, but it was a blast. We had our opportunity to go into, whenever we go to Michigan, we try to hit up a thrift store and buy like all the Michigan stuff they have for the kids and whatnot, and then go to Meijer because Meijer has a lot of Michigan stuff, and then come back. So we've restocked up on Michigan gear for the kids and Lions gear and Tigers gear. Oh my! And it was a really great time. Which reminds me, have you guys seen the video of the Phillies Marlins game?
Oh,
There was the viral situation that occurred.
oof.
This is things getting caught on camera at public events is like the new meme fodder these days, it seems. And some of them, I think to myself, there's unanswered questions here, right? And like that one, it's like, yeah. Like the guy gave it to his kid. Like even if she had it, like it's over now. A kid has it. The rule should be if a kid ended up with it, you're not allowed to be mad anymore. But there's still a part of me that's like, you can't really see what happened among the hands in that camera angle. Is it possible that he did like yank it out of her enclosed hand? It's very possible that he did that. And if he did that, does that change anything? So I have little questions like that when I see things like this. Like,
Did I read that she's a school administrator?
that was false news.
Oh, that was false. I thought if that's true and she saw it in the hands of a kid, you'd hope that
Right.
that would end it and she's not potentially so jaded from her work.
Yeah, it was really fast. Like the internet folks went to work and they thought they had the name, they had the social accounts. They then pegged her. She's at this job, and then the rumor spread as if that was fact, that this was the woman. And then the rumor kept going to where like, oh, she got fired and all of this stuff. And then eventually, like, the lady who is actually the person who was accused is like, yeah, it's not me, but I wish it was. She looks pretty thin. And then the school was like, yeah, no, that wasn't her, and she's not fired. Like,
Yeah.
everything's. So that was fake news. I don't know if they've ever come to figure out who she actually is, but
Yeah.
the first spaghetti didn't stick.
That lady's much thinner. She says as she sets down her Y2K menu items.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad we dispelled that myth. I know the internet loves to sleuth, and I thought for sure that they had her pinned. And the school administrator thing was a little surprising to me that that was a thing. Did I also hear that was it the Eagles owner like banned her from whoever the person is from Eagles games too? Like, if you're going to do that at a Phillies game, don't even come to an Eagles game. Is that real?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know that the Phillies treated the boy and his dad right. They gave the boy a signed bat, and I think they did other things as well. The video in and of itself is pretty damning toward the lady.
Oh, for sure.
But if you want to like make up fun scenarios where it could be read the other way, I will say that the dad, once he secures the ball, walks away toward his son in a way that's a little like rubbing it in.
Okay.
So you could imagine, did these two parties have words before this home run ball? That he walks away like, got it, and then she's honked.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it right, but like then he almost does an over the top what when she gets in his face.
No, he's never going to live that down. that little jump scare he had.
Some might even compare him to a smug chicken crossing the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of look to him. You know, you're not going to get me crossing the road. Some might say, but
and then someone almost got him crossing the road. And they're like,
yeah,
a little seizure there for a second.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I got to go back now and watch the evidence and see.
I'm just saying, watch how he walks away from her. That's just there's it begs that there's more to the story.
Sure.
The best meme I saw though was you know how it was really popular for a while on Facebook to like share fake Halloween costumes. It's the one that's like the spirit of Halloween costume of the lady. So it's like the wig, the bleached hair, the Phillies jersey, and then the torn light denim jeans. Yeah. It's like now you can, but it's not real. It's like when people were doing action figures of themselves for a week or two.
Yeah.
It's like just photoshopped. I'm sure you can and will be able to, but yeah.
Speaking of, and this is related to both Halloween costumes and our little trip at the thrift store. Isaac found he's a giant baseball nerd now, which I love. And he doesn't care. He likes all the baseball teams. He likes most players. He's got some that he doesn't like. He's all into trading cards and trades with friends and things. He saw at the thrift store a Brooklyn Dodgers hat, which was a really sweet hat, and we got it for him, right? And so he's wearing it, and now he's thinking to himself, because he's a baseball lover, he loves Jackie Robinson, who was a Brooklyn Dodger. He's thinking, I can be Jackie Robinson. And then my little joke aside to my wife was, as long as there's no makeup involved. Okay. And she thinks that it's probably a bad idea altogether. I'm thinking to myself, like, he's a kid. He loves baseball. It's as innocent as it possibly could be. I'm kind of serious now. Like, as long as there's no makeup involved, why not? Do we want to tackle this one? Because it's not a hypothetical. It's in my world right now.
I agree. As long as there's no makeup involved, I think you're fine. Lord. No further comments, Your Honor.
I will make a brief statement.
Yeah.
But I will not be answering any follow-up questions.
I'm over here trying to think of perfectly defensible reasons why there could be makeup involved.
Oh. Oh no.
Do not recommend.
I feel like I need to ask though. How's the weather? How was the stadium? How was the food?
If everybody would just be less uppity.
Can we all just a kid who likes baseball?
That's all it is.
I'm sure a lot of things that went viral started with, do you think it would be okay if I mean, I just like Pocahontas. That's funny. So the game was good.
Good weather, good stadium, nice food, all that jazz.
Beautiful weather. The stadium was great. We were looking into the sun, but it's not like, July anymore, so that was okay. Food was fine. We had the night that we were in the hotel, we got some legit Detroit style pizza from Shields, which I've had many a time before, and it was quite good. I really like Detroit style pizza. For those shout out pizza nerds. Like, if you want to try like what Detroit style pizza actually is, a place like Pizza Nerds is where you want to go. A place like Jets is not where you want to go. It kind of looks like it, but it's not the same thing. Jets is very heavy. It weighs 10 pounds per box. Detroit pizza, while thick, is also light for its size.
I love Pizza Nerds. I want to get Brent back on because they're just killing it. Their stuff is so good.
So happy for them.
Yeah, listen, the dude at the register, Dylan, I thought might have been you. Like, I walked in and I'm like, this does not surprise me to see Dylan here working here now. This
part-time gig.
Part-time, fly-by-night pizza nerd cashier.
Yeah. We told AI last week, imagine you're poor and don't have good stories. Well, I need the extra cash, and working there gives me good stories. So
that's right.
Yeah, it's how we work it out. So now, if you're unfamiliar, you can go back through our catalog. We had the host of Pizza Nerds, Brent, on a while back. We need to have him back on because he was a ton of fun to talk to.
Yeah, they have not gotten new registers, so our stickers are still proudly displayed front and center.
That's wonderful. He's a very, very great guy. His wife is lovely. They post a lot on social media, all kinds of little fun behind the scenes things. And they moved their pizza shop to Gahanna, Ohio. So if you're in the greater Columbus area, go check out Pizza Nerds for sure. They're great.
You know what else you should check out? Some of our friends in Odd Pods Media, and you can listen to this show later.
Each of us identify with one of the Golden Girls. I'm Sophia. Aaron is Dorothy. Kristen is Sweet Rose. And each week we'll have a guest sit in the Blanche spot, the naughty seat. Come join us on the lanai for some cheesecake.
Part of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff?
Remember yesterday I was telling you how I wished I could have seen one of Billy Joel's sold-out shows at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I said you should go see Taylor Swift instead. She's the modern-day Billy Joel.
Well, today my phone said I should read an interview with Billy Joel where he talks about both retirement and Taylor Swift.
Oh, man. It's always so creepy when that happens.
We should do a podcast about how our devices are always listening to us.
We already do. It's called Suggested Articles.
A podcast?
We talk about how technology is always spying on us and how those tech corporations are such big buttholes.
Dude, you can't say buttholes on a podcast promo.
Dude, we already did. Twice.
Join us every other Monday on Suggested Articles,
The podcast,
on your favorite podcast app.
part of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Speaking of the not regurgitated, what do you call Frankenstein? He's
Vomit?
reanimated. Speaking of the reanimated Taco Bell menu, as well as kerfuffles at Major League Baseball games, I'd like to bring up another beef.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Golly.
stretch. It was a stretch, but you guys went with me.
It took 3 left turns, and you got there, buddy.
I got there.
Should be careful stretching your beef.
Have you guys heard about the Christian recording artist beef? The Forrest Frank, Corey Asbury, and I think who else was involved there for a minute? David Crowder thing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of funny. So, and Dylan, you can correct the deets. Forrest Frank, he's kind of blowing up in the Christian music scene. He's got like a hip hop kind of sound. Really cool dude, seems like. He is skating on a skateboard at his house, and his Ring camera catches him smashing into the corner of like a brick or masonry stone wall at his house. He fractures his back. And it's caught on camera to just make it more embarrassing and a crazy story. While he is recovering, he writes a song about making lemonade out of lemons.
Mm.
And so his story was, well, while I'm laid up, I might as well lay here in this bed and record. Then some other people took his track and did their own verse to it. And the song kind of blew up. And I might be telling some of these story details out of order, but the gist will remain the gist. So the song kind of gets popular. Either those artists or another Christian artist were at one of their concerts and said, hey, let's FaceTime Forrest Frank. And so the people on stage turn their phone around, and this whole crowd is like cheering for Forrest to keep healing, and like they pray for him. And it was actually this really beautiful moment. And then they play the song that's blowing up, this making lemonade out of lemons thing. Some short time later, Forrest goes back for like a checkup on the process of how his back is healing. And they're like, this is healing at a pace that doesn't make sense. And then like days later, he's taking off his back brace and like walking around. So he attributes this to like a really cool healing or whatever. David Crowder, who's been a well-known name in Christian music for a long time, had a leg injury. And so he takes a page out of Forrest's book and is like, well, while I'm laid up, I'm going to record a song. And so I think Forrest Frank then does a verse on his track, and then David Crowder's song kind of goes viral.
Mm-hmm.
Then what starts happening is, and Dylan's like keeping me honest here. Thank you for real-time fact checking. Corey Asbury, who is a Christian artist that's a little edgier and a little grittier than those other guys, to be a little funny and tongue-in-cheek with his dry sense of humor, gets a vasectomy. And so he writes a song with lots of double meaning.
Yeah.
And tags Forrest Frank on it. And some people took it for what it was, a lighthearted, maybe a little ill-humored joke. Forrest Frank, however, does not think it's funny. And on Instagram posts this like hey man, love you as a brother, but like you took what was actually a very traumatic and difficult season and you're kind of poking fun at it. I get it. Like, but also not cool, man. And this was a serious thing for me. And he basically says, without saying or implies, anybody that would make fun of something like that is coming from a place of hurt. And I get it, but like it was very serious for me. So then people were like, whoa, Forrest, you're kind of overreacting. He was just joking around. But it was like people sort of taking sides. But then it was actually a beautiful picture of what it can look like to disagree and have a conversation. So Corey Asbury comes back and he goes, you know what, man? You are totally right. I had a pretty tough upbringing, and the way I deal with things is humor. And I made light of a situation that was clearly very serious to you. I'm very sorry. And it was like this really classy resolve to what was a crazy, wild story, then turned into a little bit of a joke because other artists were poking fun at it too. Like, who's the next Christian artist that's going to like write a song about their injury and then get miraculously healed? So anyway, there's just a lot of wild stuff going.
Watching that unfold, taking sides and things like that, like they see and hear of the very kind and thoughtful resolution of the whole thing, and they just think to themselves like, listen guys, we're trying to do something here on the internet. Can you not do the resolution thing? We just need to.
Yeah, it was more fun when you were beefing.
Yeah,
I don't want to see what it looks like when you like have mature conversation.
Yeah, we had jokes ready to go about like beef Frank and stuff like, and now you just ruined all of our fun.
And it was Sherry who was following most of this and keeping me apprised as it was going on, because there'd be another video released in the saga of all these like things. Did I accurately sort of reflect it, Dylan? I know you were kind of reading as I went.
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't. I think the quick Google search gave me kind of your timeline roughly. So I think that's accurate. I also cut out. I couldn't hear you guys for about 30 seconds. So hopefully the recording came through of that. But it sounds like you sort of connected the dots. But
sweet.
Yeah. It was, and which, by the way, the Forrest Frank song is really catchy if you like his stuff anyway. So go check it out. But this is, I think, why Weird Al always made sure to ask for permission before he did any parodies or jokes, because it's even funnier when the original artist is in on it. You know what I mean?
I can only see the top 2 inches of the design on your shirt, and I'm trying to figure out if it's Vikings or Maleficent.
Oh, it's Vikings. Look at that.
They won their season opener.
I thought it was Maleficent.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota.
That would be a weird shirt for me to have. So I'm not sure why you would assume I would wear a Maleficent shirt before a Viking shirt that I happen to already be a fan of. So
yeah,
that's odd.
Is the wife's family a Minnesota family?
Nope.
Just came about that on your own somehow?
I did. Yes.
Awesome. Hey, I've got stories like that.
Corey can vouch that I've been at least loosely a Vikings fan since I was a kid.
Cool.
And not even because like a close family member like the Viking. There was like a cousin, kind of a distant cousin that was a Vikings fan. Not that I was close to them and that's why. But yeah, so it's just homage, makes nice shirts, and I got a cool Viking shirt to wear.
I like it.
Yeah. And they beat the Bears. So there you go.
The Bears.
So this is silly, but worth sharing. I have 2 dogs. The oldest of the 2 dogs, and the one we've had for the longest, one day just decided, when I had purchased my wife a bird feeder for the garden made from mosaic glass that cast reflections into our living room, that the dog, who didn't care about reflections at all before, freaked out at them.
Oh.
Like, tried get on the back of the couch, climbing the walls, trying to get to the reflections, to the degree that we had to on beautiful days close the blinds because she was freaking out at reflections. So annoying. The new dog has learned that from her behavior.
Mhm.
So the new dog is like, yeah, we don't like reflections, right? It's so annoying. They also freak out over houseflies. They will tear apart the living room trying to, and they're not big dogs, but they just speed through the house trying to chase houseflies. So I've been seeing advertised for a long time these bug assault guns. Have you guys seen these?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted one.
It's a shotgun that shoots table salt
Yeah.
at insects. And you don't have to try to swat or pick up nasty bugs. You just have to sweep up some table salt. And now I can't find a housefly to test this thing out. I
Because
got
they know you're packing.
I got one and I'm so excited to try it. I had a Cabela's gift card. Here's this funny thing. The black one, the black gun, the bug assault gun was like $52 or $53.99. The yellow one was $49.99. And the one I wanted, the camouflage one, was $29.99.
Oh, there you go.
So it was perfect. So I'm really
Who
excited to
wouldn't
use
want the
my
camouflage one?
These are the things that a 41-year-old guy gets excited about.
Absolutely. It's the little things.
I get to walk through my house hunting houseflies so that my dogs don't annoy me.
Listen, I mean, it's not the week after Thanksgiving yet, and you gotta bide your time somehow, right?
Do you think if we were really careful, we could use it to shoot your long eyebrow hairs off your face?
No,
No?
because
could absolutely try.
they have a spread that you have to be careful. You don't want to go shooting people.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just to cover their own butts, but you can do what you want with that thing. Like,
I'm probably more accurate than the average salt shooter intern who's off firing those in a hole somewhere to test them.
that's right. Yeah. Listen, you've got low cut glasses. I think it would be fine for you. Just have a friend shoot at your. That'd be perfectly fine. Yeah. You know, I got excited about the fact that in the past 2 weeks, 2 of Isaac's baseball practices, which means I just have to get him there. I don't have to like sit around and watch. I love to sit around and watch. That made it sound weird. I don't sit around and watch the practices anymore because I feel like he's old enough and that would be embarrassing. Instead, and this might be more embarrassing, I don't know, the park that they switched their practices to has a few ponds. And so I bring my fishing stuff and I drop him off at practice. And then like I bait up my rod while he's getting ready for practice and
Let's go.
walk over. And I thought like, it's a park. Like nobody's going to really be paying attention. But I think when like the big polar bear guy walks, people notice him. And especially when he's carrying a fishing rod and a fishing backpack and stuff. But I've been going fishing now during baseball practice. And that's just a little treat part of my day.
Fun.
And I've enjoyed that. I mean, it's no bug assault gun. I still wish I had one of those.
Well,
But
it's not surprising you're getting some attention in a polar bear suit. You know what I mean?
that's
It's way out of season. It's not even snowy yet. So
yeah, that's right.
And
Maybe that's the embarrassing part for him.
yeah,
I
high
need to
color
start-
contrast to the greenery around you. Sure.
I need to
think
wait. I need to wait till January for that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
think
right.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably people just aren't used to seeing polar bears with suspenders on, and that's the part. That's the part that throws them.
And such well shaven.
I mean, Smokey wears suspenders. Like, why can't a
True.
polar bear
True.
wear suspenders?
And he also had no shirt under those suspenders. So
That's true. Yeah, I don't typically wear a shirt in public.
yeah.
there's a little, you know how in the suburbs there'll be these little ponds that don't really make sense. So like you've driven through my town, between the Kroger and the road, there's all these evergreens that no one would realize there's a little pond back in there. And I often think like, how long could I hang out there in a hammock or like fishing and like stealth hammock and fish without somebody noticing. Because
Yeah.
unless you were really looking, it's just an area where semis unload at Kroger. You don't realize there's a
Sure.
little
Yeah.
pond between that and the school.
Well, are there fish in it, for one?
Right. I mean, yeah.
If anyone
Okay.
asks, just tell them you're restocking the meat counter, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be private property, right? And so, like, you wouldn't need a license. You don't need to worry about that. So you don't have to worry about law enforcement getting involved unless you get trespassed. And I would assume that, like, if somebody didn't want you fishing there and they saw you, their first step probably isn't going to be call the police.
Right.
But even if it is, it's just you're just going to
Hey.
get run. Like,
Hey, man, get out of here.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Hmm.
I feel like fishing. I feel like maybe if you were stealth camping, maybe that would be a little bit riskier. But even then, not that risky. But if you're just like fishing during the day and then for an hour or two and then leave, I think that'd be fine.
I think we should try it for content.
Yeah.
And when I
I'll
say
do
we,
it.
I mean me. Oh, you could join. Let's go.
I would do it. I would totally do it.
There's a bunch of little ponds like that. There's one between the Taco Bell and the intersection. It's like a
Mhm.
little pond that, like, why is it there?
A lot of those places will be that are in like neighborhoods, like suburban neighborhoods and stuff, will have some kind of I don't know if it's a deed restriction or what it is, that like you have to be a resident in that particular community. But I mean, what are the chances that anyone's going to ask, right? So
Yeah. Speaking of catfish,
Have you guys seen this Netflix documentary, Unknown Number, the high school catfish that's on Netflix? Have you watched this?
no.
Oh,
Tell us all about it.
look, I can't because there's a twist in the thing. So I got to be so careful. It's based on a true story. And I'll try to give you the setup. And all I can say is if you're listening and you've watched this, please let us know your thoughts on social media. We've got a phone number you can text. You can leave a voicemail. You can message us on socials. Please let me know if you've watched this documentary. But
Pull up our link tree while you're saying that. I don't know if people know our number.
we have a link tree, and I know that I actually have saved our podcast as a contact in my phone. And so I have the number in there. It's 614-383-8412. That's 614-383-8412. You can text us. So I'll give you the setup, and there's a twist I can't give you because you need to watch it. But talks about a high school in Michigan, very small town. Two high school kids are dating. Somebody starts texting them and from an unknown number, kind of harassing them a little bit.
Both of the kids?
Both of the kids, trying to get them to like break up. And then it goes away for a while, and then it comes back, and these texts are like felony level harassing, disgusting. Grown men would hear these texts and be embarrassed. And it goes on for over a year and a half that this goes on. And it's a whodunit on this. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And I can't, especially anybody with kids that are at that age, I'm sure this is like the highest level of escalation of like where social media harassment stuff could go. But it is crazy. And you see, they say right at the beginning, all the text messages that they like show on screen or whatever were real. And you're seeing all of these texts and the things that they say. It's so like the setup is simple, and they're trying to figure out who it is the whole time. And then once they figure out who's doing it, the interview with that person trying to explain themselves is infuriating. And it's wild, man. I don't know. Some people might know it, like some people had it quote spoiled because they remembered the actual story of it happening. But catfish doesn't feel like the right word. I guess in the most basic sense, it's presenting yourself as somebody that you're not. But I think we sort of think of catfishing as like you're interested in somebody and you're like, here's a photo of me, and it's not a photo of me. But this is just like somebody from an unknown number harassing two teenagers.
Hmm.
And it's crazy. So I don't know if you if you haven't watched it and you're into stuff like that, go watch it. It's wild. Definitely don't watch it while kids are around. Um, and if you've already seen it, please let me know your thoughts, because I completely derailed 30 minutes of a meeting yesterday talking to somebody about it, because both of us were like comparing notes. We had just both watched it the night before. 20 minutes. I don't want to exaggerate, but it was literally 20 minutes of a meeting that we derailed talking about it. So crazy stuff. Unknown number on Netflix.
I think I've seen some memes in my algorithm that spoiled the spoiler, or the spoiled the thing you were not trying to spoil. So I think I know who done it. But anyway, wild. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's gross and sad and crazy, and like it's bizarre stuff. If it were, let me say it this way. If somebody was trying to write a drama, like a Lifetime movie drama, and the actual story was the story in the movie, people would be
No.
like, that's so unbelievable. Who are the writers that put this fake? This is absurd. This isn't even realistic. Of course it's on Lifetime. That's how you'd react to it. It's silly. So anyways, if that's your kind of thing, go check it out on Netflix.
Curiosity alone is going to like make us all check it out on Netflix.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. And then I want to hear what people think. As long as their teenage children and younger aren't around when you watch it. So,
Ugh.
All right.
So
Kendall,
that's what I've been watching.
Kendall, you streaming anything, or just teaching your kids how to fish and ride bikes?
Just fishing, riding bikes, shooting BB guns in the backyard,
play baseball,
and baseball, soccer, watching sports. I mean, we're in a heavy sports season right now.
It's a good time.
We've got baseball starting to wrap up, and football is well underway.
That week one of college football, it was like a crisp fall morning, not a cloud in the sky. And then it was just like low 70s, sunny all day. Like having the French doors open, screens pulled, just letting all the air come, like watching football all day.
It's the crisp, non-humid air that just feels so much better.
Oh my gosh.
I've already had a Dairy Queen pumpkin pie blizzard. We just made chocolate pumpkin muffins. Ordering pizza on game days, and it's cool. And
it is wonderful. We ate dinner outside today and had a family wiffle ball game afterward. It's a wonderful time of year.
How's your basketball court? Are you guys enjoying that?
It gets used mostly as like a rollerblading training course.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Which is also fine.
Yeah.
So super fine.
It's being used. Yeah, that's what
it is. It is being used. Not as much with basketball these days, but it is still getting used.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, Lily came home after a week at college. It was fun having her home after hearing all the stories about a welcome week on campus. It started hitting me midweek. I said how well drop-off day went.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 days in, I started going, oh, this isn't like a long weekend somewhere, or like we dropped her off on a Thursday and it's like that next Monday, Tuesday. Oh, she was working during the summer, but she'd still be home for dinner, and you're like, oh, she's like really at college, right? Like it starts landing and you start feeling it in different ways. So having her home was fun. And then Dylan and Bree had a car available that they wanted rid of. And it behooved Lily to have a way to get to and from college without relying on one of us to go and get her and drop her back off. So that was very generous of them to give her a good deal on her first car. So we did that on Saturday after the Buckeye game. And then Sunday, she spent all day because she spent her own money. She's all day Sunday detailing it, went to Advanced Auto Parts and bought some stuff for it and like making it her car, you know?
Sure, yeah, those are the fun days. Going through the
So,
fun aisles at the auto parts store,
yeah.
getting the steering wheel covers and stuff.
Steering
Yeah.
wheel covers and air fresheners. And she's like, I'm thinking of getting some like color changing LED lights for under the seats that you can change with the remote. And you're like, okay, kid, this is
Whatever. This is
awesome.
Did you know they make remote controls for the CD player?
I remember you guys, I remember like Kendall just described, I remember that first car and like your first trip to an auto parts store. You never looked at those products before because it wasn't an option for you.
now it's like,
Now,
am I going to be a hula girl on the dash kind of guy or a fuzzy dice kind of guy? Like you have some decisions to make now.
chrome rims are a thing. Like what? Like
Yeah.
I remember that. Like
That's expensive, but these hubcaps are looking pretty good. I can.
exactly.
These are only $20. I'll do that.
That car is feeling very pampered based on where it was and what it was doing or not doing before. So I'm sure the car appreciates it.
Hey, one couple's trash is another college girl's treasure. So thank you. But I gotta say, Dylan, after I followed her home, I let her lead the way from your house back home that night because it's not as fun in your new car to follow your dad. In your new car, you want to lead the way, right?
Yeah.
And I'm following her, and I literally had this flashback to teaching her to ride her bike on Meadowview Drive in Lima when we were living with Sherry's dad for that 3 years. And I was like, man, that time did fly. Those annoying people were right. The time really does fly when they're in your house and under your wing.
Yeah.
And so I was like flashing back to teaching her how to ride her bike and her turning around and goes, I'm doing it, Dad. And you're like,
No.
and yeah, she's had her license for a while. So it's not like I'm getting used to her driving. It's just that she bought that car with her own money to go back to college. It was a pretty special little thing. So I thought that was worth sharing.
Dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So, thanks, Dylan and Bree, Automotive Group. Very, very cool of you guys to do that. And she's super excited about her new car. And it was fun to hear all her college stories. And I'm going to be traveling quite a bit this fall. So there's potentially a few episodes where I won't be able to join you guys. In fact, I get back from this trip. And then I have like a day at home, and then I'm off to Vegas for a week. And then there's like a week off. And then I think it's like 5 weeks back to back I'm on the road. So her and I are not going to be able to see each other a ton, but it was cool to see her while she was back for the weekend, that first weekend after school. So yeah, I think we're doing okay over here.
Good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another week of From the Middle. We always enjoy catching up with one another and making you guys a part of the conversation. We hope you enjoy it too and can relate it to your lives or find some comedy and fun in it. Thank you to our sponsors, Artius Man, who make really, really good quality men's grooming products and soy blend woodwick candles and shower products. Really good stuff made right here in Central Ohio. Family owned and operated. So thank you for the partnership. You can go to their website. That's artiusman.com, artiusman.com, and go to the promo box. Once you've filled up your cart, use promo code the middle, all one word. That's the middle in the promo box to receive 25% off of your order. You'll get some great stuff. It'll help them out by you ordering. It'll help you out because you'll be excited about the products you get. And it'll help us a little bit. We get a little kickback from referring you. So thanks for doing that. We really appreciate it.
All right, guys. See you next week. Maybe not you, Corey.
He's got to go find Alec Baldwin.
I've already seen The Rat. I've not cried in a subway.
That can be arranged.
That can
what
be
if you could cry with Alec Baldwin in a subway?
That might earn you 5 years just in that one.
There would be nothing more New York than that.